People are loyal to people, not companies. Evaluate the top 5 ways that leaders and managers can be effective coaches. So the first point is to ensure that everybody has defined roles. And that goes from you as a leader, making sure that you understand your role to coach, enable, empower your team, and that your team has really clearly defined roles so that they aren't overlapping, they know what they need to do, and you know what to coach them on. The second point is delegation. So part of becoming a leader is learning to delegate, learning to let others take on tasks autonomously so you can step back and really focus on your role. Now, in order to delegate, you need to be a good coach. In order to be a good coach, you need to know how to delegate. So delegation is a fine balance of ensuring that people have the direction, the oversight, the information, and the resources to do their work and their job, and giving them the space to figure it out. So you want to make sure that you're there for them, that the door is open for them to come to you. And obviously you have checkpoints in place to ensure that there's no massive risk to the business. But you want to make sure that there is a safe place to fail, that they can engage their problem solving, and at the right point that they can also work with their peers and teammates to resolve things and bring the solution to you so that you can stay in your leadership role, avoid being a bottleneck that has to be in every meeting, in every moment, that nothing can progress without you. If you are delegating well, things will run smoothly and your teams will become very autonomous, and you can trust them to come to you when they need your input, sign off, etc. The third point is integrity and vulnerability. Your teams need to respect you in order to work well for you. And so you need to make sure that you are vulnerable enough in the way that you show up and demonstrate that you lead by example. And that means you can't be perfect. So you need to admit when you've made a mistake and take ownership. You need to ask for help when you need it, because that's what you want from your team. You want them to collaborate, to ask for help, to get things done efficiently and effectively. And if there is an issue, you want them to come to you or come to team members to solve it as soon as possible, rather than trying to hide the issue or be perfect. The other thing, when you don't have fear of failure, is people will be more open to bringing ideas to the table. So you will also generate a more collaborative, idea, brainstorming, innovative team. And integrity is really important, particularly in this day and age with the internet. If a leader is not living in line with their values, it becomes very hard for their team to relate to them and to feel comfortable knowing who they work for, that the values are aligned. So the way you do anything is the way you do everything, and you need to live your values at home and at work. This is what's going to give you a loyal team with long-term success and performance. People are loyal to people, not companies. The fourth point is uncomfortable conversations. You need to be able to have uncomfortable conversations to grow. You need to embrace feedback. Feedback sessions provide opportunities for improvement, for development, and they are crucial for both individuals and team progress. And so as a leader, your coaching role is to be able to have these conversations, and those are going to be around setting clear expectations, detailed onboarding, avoiding assumptions. You really want to make sure that your team knows the recipe for success from day one, and that's going to establish a strong foundation for them to meet those expectations and succeed as an individual and as a team. You also have to hold people accountable. So when you set expectations, when you have performance metrics, you need to review against those metrics, discuss them regularly, and that is going to allow for them and the team to continue to develop. And the last component of that is going to be making sure that you master the skill of compassionate candor. So it is how to have these uncomfortable conversations in a way that feels honest and kind, that is approachable. And the fifth point is difficult decisions. As a leader, you need to make difficult decisions, and you need to make them in a timely manner. These difficult decisions come across the business in all manner, but one that is absolutely essential is to regularly evaluate the performance, composition, and alignment of the team against the organization's objectives. This often means determining whether to promote, coach, reassign, or terminate people. And where that can be really, really challenging is someone who is underperforming but has been vital to the organization in the past or has been with the organization for a long time, it is vital that you address their underperformance as soon as possible for the overall well-being of the team and the growth of the team, as well as for the individual, because it's actually a disservice to let somebody just stay in a role that they are not going to succeed in. What will actually ensure that you retain a team of 8 players, that people feel supported, that people don't see underperformers sticking around with no consequences and probably creating more work for them, which can really demoralize and devalue the team overall. So coaching people is a vital, vital part of leadership. It is how you will ensure that you get the best out of your teams, and also how your teams get the best experience working with you, which is what will help retain them, motivate them, help them grow, right? You want a team of intrinsically motivated, autonomous experts working as a team and achieving the goals on their own and asking for support when they need it. And if a great leader can master the coaching element, you will help ensure that success, and the trajectory of your team and your organization will be astronomical.